Have mostly clear skies that are going to be taking over both today for a good portion of the day tomorrow. Truth be told, the next couple of days, folks, all things considered, relatively quiet. We have a weak little clipper system that's going to be sliding through tomorrow. For most of us, this is going to be bringing in precipitation in the form of rain. There is the opportunity up into the higher elevations that we may see some light snow. Then we continue to look at some quieter weather again going into your Thursday. Most of your Friday, not looking too bad at this moment either. So again, light precipitation by the middle part of the week. But I know that y'all are not so much worried about this week. You're probably thinking about the weekend. So this is the model that we've been kind of using and tracking. What we're looking for now is model consistency. What are the models, our two long-range models? What are they looking like? Now this model's a little bit slower to the get-go. It shows most of our precipitation arriving as we go into your Saturday. So starting off potentially as some snow. The question is, what's our temperature profile going to be like? Because you notice we could have a mixture of precipitation, snow, heavy snow late Saturday night and into your Sunday, maybe even the opportunity for a little bit of a wintry mix, some sleet, perhaps maybe some freezing rain. So out of the question, I do expect that later tonight and concerning precipitation, perhaps light precip for a majority of us. We are tracking in a mostly clear sky today, so here's a glimpse of your futurecast. Today, mostly sunny. Tonight, mostly clear. Cloud cover will build as we go throughout the day on your Wednesday. Here comes this quick clipper system that's going to be sliding into our region for most of us. Again, most of us, this is going to be a cold rain, similar to what we had last Wednesday about a week ago. But for some of us, we are going to continue to see the potential for some flurries up into the higher elevations. We are going to be tracking in quieter conditions for both your Thursday and into your Friday. But all eyes, again, are on the weekend. So let me talk a little bit more in detail about what our long-range models are showing. So dry conditions for the most part Thursday and into your Friday. This model is kind of pushing back the timing just a little bit. This model shows it primarily starting as we go throughout the day on your Saturday. So by Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised if we did start to see some snow showers potentially making their way into the region. And this could be, if this setup is in place, maybe some heavy snow moving through. The concern, though, is where the temperature profile will be in place. Will we see all snow? Will we have perhaps a chance for sleet, maybe some freezing rain moving into the day? I hope you're having a wonderful start to your Tuesday. Today going to be relatively cold and dry. We are watching a quick clipper system that's going to be sliding in tomorrow, bringing in the chance for some rain and perhaps even some snow flurries up into the higher elevations. Not a whole lot going on for today, and then really for a good portion of the day tomorrow, we should remain relatively quiet. Here's a look at our next clipper system that's going to be arriving as we go throughout the evening hours tomorrow night and as we head into the start of your Thursday. Again, for most of us, this is going to be in the form of rain, but for the higher elevations, we may see the potential for some winter-like precipitation. This is just the start of what is going to be a rather busy end to the week. Our next system moves its way into the region as we go into the weekend. Right now, Saturday and Sunday, folks, you're going to want to make sure that you have an extra eye and an ear on the forecast. If you look at this regionally, all modes of precipitation going to be impacting parts of the southeast. We'll talk more in detail about this in just a little bit. Brittany and Heather.
All right, Rebecca,
today all the way into the weekend. So you can also follow us on social media and on our streaming platform. We do have, again, mostly clear skies today. A clipper system is going to be arriving as we go throughout the day tomorrow. For most of us, this is going to be bringing in rain. For some of us, this is going to be bringing in the opportunity for some light snow up into the higher elevations. Like, not a huge concern. Really, I'm not overly concerned about Wednesday. If anything, I think we all just want to jump ahead and we want to talk about the potential opportunity for what we could be seeing this weekend. So Thursday, Friday, I don't have rain chances as of right now. I'm keeping both of those days relatively dry. This model, this is the European model. So at one point it was kind of speeding up the process of seeing this winter storm. It's kind of slowed it down a little bit, so we'll watch the timing of this system. It does show, again, the potential for snow and maybe even some heavy snow moving into the region late Saturday and into your Sunday. My concern is where are we going to be seeing this cold air? How far south is it going to be going? Are we going to continue to get some of that warmer air, so we have kind of a mixed precipitation, maybe even some freezing rain possible as we go into the early hours of your Sunday? So that's where, again, my concern on type of precipitation is going to be in place. Folks, there is the potential that this is going to be a super impactful system. It's staying into the 30s, even though we'll have some of that sunshine. We'll continue to highlight our quick clipper system tomorrow and this weekend system in more detail coming up through tomorrow, but it's not going to be bringing in a ton of precipitation. We really do have some dry air that is in place. So first we have to overcome this dry air. Light rain going to be pushing into the region, perhaps maybe some snow flurries up into the higher elevations. But again, impact wise, this is going to be relatively quick. As we call it a clipper, it's going to clip on in and it's going to clip on out. We do see fairly quiet conditions for the rest of your Thursday and into your Friday, but I know everyone wants to know what is going to be happening this weekend. So let's kind of dive into what our long-range models are showing right now. So this is the European model. This model is kind of slowed off on the timing a little bit, so it doesn't show as much of a concern right now for your Friday night, but Saturday things start to crank up. You notice this right here, the potential for seeing some snow. Moderate to heavy snow. I mean, we could be talking about potentially some impressive snowfall moving into the region late Saturday night and into your Sunday. My concern comes into place on Sunday as to what types of precipitation are we going to be seeing. So we have this Arctic air that's moving in from the north. We've got this moisture that's moving in from the Gulf. How far south is this cold Arctic air going to get? Is it going to keep our precipitation here locally all in the form of snow? Or are we going to have the chance for seeing, again, a wintry mix, some sleet, the potential for some freezing rain? So there's still that major winter storm that could be impacting parts of the southeast. We'll dive into the timing of what our models are showing as of right now coming up. Right now, it's going to take a little bit for a lot of this moisture to overcome that dry air. Today, nothing but sunshine. Here comes our next system. Light rain for a good portion of us. Just as quickly as this system's moving in, it's going to slide on out. We should see fairly quiet conditions for both your Thursday and most of your Friday. Again, light precipitation over the next few days. I know everyone wants to know what's going to happen this weekend. So this is our European model. It's a long-range model, and it is showing a fairly quiet Friday night, perhaps even a quiet start to your Saturday. But starting Saturday, we're going to start to see some snow, potentially move up into the Southern Valley. The heaviest snow possible late Saturday, going into the turn, and where I'm not totally in agreement with just yet is just a question as of what type of precipitation are we going to be seeing on the tail end of this. I mean, is it going to be heavy snow? Is it going to be the chance for a wintry mix, or maybe even some freezing rain? So that is where, again, I'm not totally convinced as to what we're going to be seeing as we head into your Sunday. I mean, you have to understand we have this Arctic air moving in from the north, this moisture from the Gulf that's moving in from the south. So where these two meet up, that is where we're going to have the most impactful kind of forecast. So whether it's heavy snow, rain, sleet, freezing rain, we have the potential